Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you guys are ready for another magazine flip through because I'm on a roll. I got my hair trimmed. The guy that does my hair, he asked me if I wanted him to curl it real quick, and I decided yes, which I had never done that before. And he did my hair and I did my makeup, and I thought, you know what, we are gonna get a bunch of pre-recording done today. And I had just filmed the last magazine flip through. Maybe, I don't know what order these are going to go in, and I'm on a roll, so we're going to do another one. And this time I picked one Crochet World, and then I have a whole bunch of these little ones, so I thought, let's just go ahead and see together. We'll see what's inside of this. All right, anyway, so I have not opened it. This has got the little cover on it. And I'm just gonna go like that. Ah! It's June 1991. That's awesome. Let's see. 91. This is $32? Is it 32? I suck at math. I don't have a calculator. I think it's 32. I'm not sure. Anyway, but look how cute. That is awesome with this. This is gonna be an awesome issue. Oh, I didn't even realize those were crocheted. How cute is that? I love this one already. Especially for mothers. Aw. Alright. Ads. Here's a table of contents. Yay, we got the crochet potpourri. I don't see anything about questions. This one feels thick. Editorial, an ad. Here's the crochet potpourri. Okay, and it has the definition of potpourri in this one. A mixture of flowers, herbs, and spices used for scent, a miscellaneous collection, a medley, or number 3, a means by which crocheters swap ideas, information, friendship squares, and generic pattern requests. Whoa. I'm the mother of a 6-foot-tall, 14-year-old boy who wears size 12D shoes. Would like to... 12D? Oh, I've never heard of that. Would like to trade 6-inch shades of purple, crocheted squares, or 8-inch quilted squares from all over the world. I also love to receive friendship books and trade cups. I have some crocheted patterns. Most were stolen or lost while in storage. So if someone needs a pattern, I'll see what I have to trade. Looking for a stuffed eagle pattern. Please send self-addressed stamped envelope for patterns wanted. Any BD twins? 11. Oh, any birthday twins? 11/13/55. Well, that was cool. She's from Fairfield, Texas. And I was just sitting here thinking, didn't the other magazine flip through that I did, didn't it talk about the crochet potpourri section? But I didn't see it. I don't know, I'll have to watch the video. Anyway, let's go on. It says, I'm looking for patterns for toilet tissue covers, pot holders, bizarre items, Afghans, Rag rugs and pillows. What are friendship squares? Looking for pen pals. Will answer all letters. I have patterns to swap or will pay. Whitewood, Saskatchewan, Canada. I'm 20 years old and have been crocheting since I was 8.5 years old. I'm expecting a child in early 1991 and would very much like baby patterns, would like pen pals, will answer all. She's from Mableton, Georgia. Searching for rebel flag patterns for either a single or a twin bed. I have an army boy who just went overseas and I'd like to have it done by the time he gets home. If I don't get the pattern, I don't know what I'll do as my hands are losing function and my eyes are going bad. Please, can someone help me? From Whitman, Arizona. Trying to find an Afghan pattern crocheted in squares which has the silhouette of a cat embroidered in cross stitch in each square. Huh. We'll be happy to pay. That's from Chicago. I'm an avid crocheter with a very large pattern collection. Would like to share my collection with those interested in exchanging patterns and letters. I ask no money, just a fair trade and a self-addressed stamped envelope. Oh, that was from Virginia Beach, Virginia. I have too many patterns and need to dispose of some. Also would like to trade 6-inch friendship squares. I have been receiving Crochet World for 10 years and can't live without it. No chain letters, please. Will answer all who write. San Bernardino, California. We have an ad for a 1991 herbalist catalog. Oh, pattern of the month winner. Oh, it's a sundress. I thought it was an apron. Let me get... This is cute. That's cute. I thought that was an apron, but it's a dress. I love it. It says, slow the wind. You can create calm and beauty where you live, too. Join me and plant a tree. For your free booklet, the National Arbor Day Foundation. It's another, yay! It's another Cupid doll pattern. Look. That's adorable. I wonder what size she is. I bet I have it. 5.5 inch. I bet that's a 5.5 inch. Ooh, this one's hard. She don't squeeze anymore. But this one, usually they'll have like a little, in their bad spot, they'll have a little squeaker, and when you squeak them, they squeak. That's cool. I love those. Mary Cupid in a basket, so tickled our nostalgic bone that we just had to choose it as a pattern of the month winner. She got second place. Oh. Stuff like that is just adorable to me. Oh, here's an international doll, but I skipped a page. It's just ads. Miss Peru. No other country in South America has as many different kinds of land, climate, and customs as Peru. Its 514,059 square miles contains coastal desert, snow-capped mountains, pleasant valleys, and jungles. Two great cultures, Indian and Spanish, exist side by side. Peru has a population of about 12,500,000 people. A small group called Criollos are descendants of the early Spanish settlers. They hold most of Peru's power and wealth. About 33% of the Peruvians are mestizo, part Indian and part European. I'm not going to read that word. Many blank were brought to Peru as slaves by Spanish, and several thousand Chinese came as contract laborers during the 19th century. About 30,000 Japanese came to Peru after 1900. But the heart of Peru's population is Indian. Nearly 45% Spanish is, I missed my period. But the heart of Peru's population is Indian, nearly 45%. Spanish is the official language of Peru, and most Peruvians are Roman Catholics. That's pretty intricate. That is cute. So that's Miss Peru. And then we have a kitchen set. Quilt basket kitchen set. The old quilting bees may be mostly a thing of the past, but the love of quilt has never died. Resurrect that love of quilting with our nostalgic quilt basket kitchen set. So you have the towel topper, looks like a, I don't know, looks like a pillow kind of. Then you have that one. That reminds me, oh, I forgot to pick this up the other day. Oops. I'll get it later. Oh, here's the Fantasy Hearts bouquet and vase. The vase is crocheted too. And the flowers. A dozen crocheted heart-shaped flowers blend beautifully with crocheted leaves and artificial white flowers to comprise our summary: Fantasy Hearts bouquet and vase. Dang it, I'm dropping everything. Sorry about that, my husband came home. But yeah, look at this. I just think that is so pretty. The vase. How did they... Let's see. Start with the hearts, the leaves, the vase. Starting at bottom of the vase. So it's the pattern. I wonder... I've been sitting on my foot. I gotta... Oh, that hurts. I wonder, like, if they starched it, like, around... They did it with a balloon. So it says cover cardboard circle with plastic wrap and insert in a vase centering at the bottom. Insert balloon into bottom section of vase, inflate to desired firmness, and knot balloon stem. With fingers, shape vase around balloon. Cover tumbler with plastic wrap and invert. Put vase upside down on top of tumbler and shape neck of vase, curving top petals outward. When thoroughly dry, pop balloon and remove all inserts. It says insert a small juice glass or narrow container such as an olive jar into vase to add stability and to hold real or artificial flowers. That's so cool. I know I've said that like a million times, but I love that. I just put fake flowers in it. Okay, so now we have the questions. Yay! I'm gonna get a drink of my coffee, which is still probably piping hot. Not ain't too bad. All right, so So this one doesn't have the little bold print at the top of each question to give me an idea of what the question is about. Sue says, the question is, I love to crochet. My friends are encouraging me to sell what I make, but the items I make are not my own original designs, and I get all my ideas from patterns and books. I'm afraid to sell my work because they are someone else's ideas. Talked about this one in the last one. I need advice as I'd sure like to sell my handcrafts. There is absolutely nothing wrong with selling what you make from other people's patterns. We can't all be designers. What would be wrong would be to reproduce the patterns of others and sell those patterns. That would be stealing someone else's pattern and marketing it as your own. There are laws against this. Those who sell their patterns to publishing companies do so in order for people to have access to them, to make the items if they so choose, to sell the items. I wish you success. It says, the question is, I make Christmas ornaments year round. I recently experimented with fabric stiffener on some cotton animal ornaments. It really worked well, but some flakes remained after the ornaments dried. I need to know how to remove them, and is there a way to regulate the stiffness? The ornaments I made came out stiff as wood when finished. That's okay for some styles, but on more delicate ornaments, I don't want quite as stiff a finish. The way that was worded was throwing me off. To answer your first question, brushing your finished stiffened ornament with a toothbrush, gently of course, should remove any flaky residue that results after drying. If some still remain, try dampening the ornament slightly with a soft, wet cloth. Fabric stiffeners are water soluble. If you want to regulate the stiffness of your garments, experiment with diluted mixtures by adding water in different proportions to the stiffener before you apply it to your crochet work. Try 1 part water and 2 parts stiffener, or 1 part water and 1 part stiffener. For a lighter stiffening, try 2 parts water to 1 part stiffener. Good luck. While we're on the subject of fabric stiffeners, here are a few good tips you might want to keep on file. Always pin your crochet work to the proper shape once you treat it with the fabric stiffener. It's important to use rust-proof pins and to pin your motif to a padded surface. Okay, so I did 25 days of snowflakes a couple years ago, and I told my husband I needed to come up with some rust-proof pins, and he explained to me there's no such thing as rust-proof. They will eventually rust, but so even if it does say they are rust-proof, they will still rust. They may be resistant for a period of time, but after that period, they will still rust. And he's right, because I bought ones at Walmart that say that they're rust-proof, and after I did some starching of something, it was probably the snowflakes, I noticed little rust spots all over them. Let dry completely before removing the pins. Leave your pin projects in a warm, airy place and let it dry naturally and completely before removing the pins. Be sure to check your work as it is drying to be sure it's holding the shape you want. And last but not least, don't worry. If you don't like the finished product, all you have to do is wash the stiffener out and begin again. Stiffener works well on crocheted ornaments, baskets, trays, Easter eggs, anything that has to hold its shape. Oh, here's a good one. I've been crocheting for many years and recently tried my hand at repairing an old crochet doily that belonged to my mother. It turned out so well that my friends are urging me to do this type of work for profit. I'd love to give it a try, but I need to know more about the art of repairing old crochet items first. Can you give me some pointers? Answer: this is definitely not a job for the beginner, but one doesn't have to be an ultra professional either to repair and restore old crocheted work. If you've been crocheting a while and had a good working knowledge of most of the basic crochet stitches, feel free to try your hand. Carefully study the piece you are repairing to get the feeling of the design. The thread and the hook that was used to create it. Don't waste time trying to match old thread. Chances are it will have long since been discontinued. Do the best you can to come up with a reasonable likeness to the fiber with what you have on the market today. Never attempt to launder old crochet work. Dang it, I lost my spot. You will most likely add to the deterioration. Only if the piece is not too old should laundering be attempted. And then wash it only in cold water and very mild soap by hand. Never use bleach. In some situations, such as round doilies, where you absolutely have to have an exact match to make your repair, you may be able to unravel the last row of the article without ruining the design. Study the piece, and if it is possible for you to unravel safely, this will give you the necessary thread for your repair. In other cases, several strands of sewing thread in the same color will work just as well, since the most damage to these pieces is usually due to broken strands of cotton or yarn. In other instances, you may have to crochet a patch as nearly as possible to the missing part and sew it in place. Practice on all the old pieces you can find until you feel confident with the different types of repair work before you hang out your shingle. Huh? Practice on all the old pieces you can find until you feel confident with different types of repair work before you hang out your shingle. I have no idea what that means. All right. Then approach your local antique shops and let them know about your skills. They will be delighted to have someone who can provide this type of service for them. In regard to pricing, this will have to be your own decision. Decide the value of your time and knowledge and act accordingly. Above all, don't promise something you can't do. If it looks too forbidding, don't attempt it. Allow yourself plenty of time so that you never have to rush, and relax. Good luck in your enterprise. I like what she said about the right here it is. In other cases, several strands of sewing thread, and this since the most damage to these pieces is usually due to broken strands of cotton or yarn. So one time I was at an old antique store, and they had this stunning crochet Afghan. It was from cotton thread, and I believe give me 1 second and I'm not going to get the Afghan, but I'm going to show you something. Okay, so what I was saying was, we went to this antique store and found this, I loved this Afghan, and it was made out of thread, and it was so big. I bet it was anywhere a queen to a king size. It's huge and heavy, ultra heavy, and I was like, I really like this. I really like this. And my husband went to ask the guy how much they wanted for it, and I picked it up and noticed that it was torn all to heck on the inside. And I could see what it was. It looked like someone ran it through the washing machine that had the agitator in the middle of it. Like nowadays, we don't have, washing machines like that anymore. The newer ones, I mean. Anyway, so, and I told my husband, I was like, look at it, it's torn up. And the guy came and looked at it, and he goes, yeah, the person that brought it in told me that, it was tore up and didn't know how to fix it and yada yada. And I knew that was going to be an insane feat to try to repair this Afghan. In so many spots, it was just mutilated from an agitator, and it wasn't like you had a strand of the cotton yarn to fix it. It was like frayed, like there was no I was like, I like it because I could tell it was made in motifs, like it was like like a shape was crocheted, and they sewed the shape together. And the guy was like, you know, I'll sell it to you for this much. And I kind of, you know, was like, let me think about it. And I walked off, and I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I thought, you know, at the least, I could sit down and I could go through all these stitches, and I can see and figure out how that motif was made and make my own. And I did. And this is what the Afghan was. This is the motif that the Afghan was made out of. It was this shape. And then they were sewn together. So what happened was these clusters made diamonds all over the Afghan, and then the Afghan, you know, had these different, you know, shells, you know, going throughout it. And I thought, I am going to make something from this motif. And I've made a bunch of these, and they are still in my totes in a stack of my to-do projects. So this is gonna be, it's not gonna be an Afghan. I thought about, you know, making it into a shawl, but I'm afraid, because it took a lot of yarn to make that, because these are popcorn stitches. And yeah, I've got some work to do. That's all I'm gonna say. But when I saw that Afghan, I thought I could fix it. And then the more and more and more I pulled it out and looked at it, I was like, there's no way. There's just too much, and the damage is too extensive. Anyway, so moving on. These are cute. These are sensational sachets. When it's time to put away all the winter clothing, make sure to tuck a sweet-smelling sachet in with them. We offer you a fine choice of sachets. Choose the delicate fillet and round sachets, or perhaps our sweet family sachets. Let me get close. That is cute. And then it's like overalls, a little pair of overalls, and then a shirt with a tie, and there's a little pocket. And I think that one might be a shirt. I don't know. I can't tell. And then this little fillet one. I don't see a design in the fillet, but that's cute. Oh, it's a baby romper is what that one is. And then there's a shirt. And then here's another set. It says one-nighter sachets. If our other sachets don't appeal, maybe you will prefer the quick one-nighter. I wonder why they're called one-nighter. Aww. This is Infant's Easy Sweater Set. It's a sweater, a bonnet, and booties. Not a huge fan of the color choice, but it's still cute. Ah! Penelope the pig. She may be a porker, but she's a cute porker. Crochet our adorable Penelope pig for a young child's spring birthday. Sorry, porker threw me off. See, look, there's those bears I was talking about in the last episode. And then we have the duck family. Quack, quack. Here comes the cute little duck family waddling their way right into your heart. They are made with cotton yarns, so are machine washable and dryable. Those are cute. pattern. My fingers keep getting really dry. There it goes. Whoa! I just saw something. Alright, so we have a Touch of Style folklore sampler sweater. I cannot get that out. Folklore sampler sweater. Our beautiful folklore sampler sweater is inspirational to crocheters with its variation of patterns. What an outstanding gift this would make. I like the pink in it. Like to give it just a splash of a different color. And then here's the Mother's Day pillow top, and it doesn't say what the other one is. I don't know where the rest of the pattern is. Anyway, I think these are so cool. Oh, I didn't even notice it was wrapped, or I mean outlined in ribbon. See the blue and then the pink? That is so cool. It's not the same pattern. The hearts are different. See how the heart, this one has that shape right there. This one has the 3. And you can see the 3 there. I really like that. I can't turn the page. Oh, this is what I saw that I wanted to show you guys. Step back into another century. Let your little girl enter the fantasy world of dress up when she adorns her, not Barbie, in the spectacular Elizabethan gown. The construction of this gown uses hundreds of colored beads and an embroidery hoop. What? Look at this. Trying to get it to where you can see there. Could you imagine all of those beads? Surely those are all thread first. It says bodice is worked from the neckline down. Number 1, bodice is worked from the neckline down. Number 2, before beginning alternating colors, string 48 the rockallele beads directly onto ball of knit crochet. Push beads down, string as work progresses until needed. Dang, that is way more than 48. She's very pretty. I was noticing, yeah, so this isn't crocheted. This is 7 white accordion pleat lace trim. I thought that was crocheted, but anyway, that is really cool. All right, big pattern. String Along With Me columnist has created an alluring round shell tablecloth. The color red, orange, and yellow weaving chains. Look at this. That is a big tablecloth. And then, it's another one of those bears. They weaved chain around it. I was trying to see if anywhere if it talked about weaving the chains, but I don't see that. Ads. Oh, here we go. Yeah. I don't don't know if I can show this or not. I don't think I'd get in trouble for just showing. There, you see how the chains are weaved? Okay, what else we got? We have, oh, here's the table runner pattern, the mom table runner pattern. Happy feet contestant winners. Our thanks to all who entered. The winners were unanimous. However, congratulations. A puppy and red hot. So it's puppies and car slippers. I love the little Google eyes. I think those are so cute. Can you imagine some, you know, a little boy or girl walking? Oh, you look so weird. Walking and the little eyes wiggling around. I think that's so cute. All right, now what do we have? Pattern. Classified ads. I think that's it for this one. Yeah. So that's it for this one. So we'll go ahead. Oh, we're only at 36 minutes. We will go ahead and do one of these little Annie's Pattern Club. Now this just isn't crochet. This is, I think, sewing, knitting, embroidering. I don't know. Geese table setting. So this is embroidered, but that's cute. Oh no, it's cross stitch. That's really cute. Sheep pillows. This is crochet. I like this. Look at the pillows. Got an ad. Says this and that. What a blessing. Your attic full of patterns is a blessing. I praise your superior magazines, your speedy delivery, and your innovations for everything. Thank you. Each issue is a real treat. Oh, I think it's just people writing in saying thank you. But there's a little article at the bottom that says converting knit to crochet. Ah! Sorry. Dang it. I bet you guys are getting sick of looking at my hand. Scoot back. Stay in focus. Alright, it says, many beautiful crocheted Afghans would be such fun to do in knit, and those wonderful knit sweaters can be made just as nicely in crochet when you know the principles for converting the patterns. The first time you convert knit to crochet or crochet to knit, start with a simple design that uses a basic stitch. The stitch gauge should remain the same as the original pattern no matter what stitches are used. But the row gauge may vary since knit and crochet rows are not the same height. Add or subtract rows where needed for accurate sizing. Even though you have used the same type yarn and stitch gauge, a knitted item will be softer and less bulky than crochet. To convert a knit pattern that calls for worsted weight yarn, try using sport or baby yarn and crochet the same gauge for a softer texture. I want to read that again so you guys understand. Even though you have used the same type yarn and stitch gauge, a knitted item will be softer and less bulky than crochet. To convert a knit pattern that calls for worsted weight yarn, try using sport or baby yarn and crochet the same gauge for a softer texture. Use these basic knit stitches and their crochet counterparts to get the same overall effect created by the stitch pattern. One knit stitch or purl stitch is one single crochet. One stockinette stitch row is equivalent to one single crochet row. Two stockinette stitch rows is equivalent to one half double crochet row. 3 stockinette stitches rows is equivalent to 1 double crochet row. 4 stockinette stitch rows is equivalent to 1 treble crochet row. Knit decrease is equivalent to single crochet 2 stitches together. Knit increase is equivalent to 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Knit 1 purl 1 ribbing is equivalent to single crochet each row in the back loops. Work several gauge swatches to determine which size needles or hook, type of yarn, and combination of stitches will give you the look and feel you want. Most sweater patterns begin with a waist ribbing, which is worked in a smaller gauge than the body. For knit, cast on the number of stitches needed across the bottom and work the ribbing. For crochet, work the same number of short ribbing rows as there are stitches on the body where the ribbing is attached. Then begin the body by working 1 stitch in the end of each row across the ribbing. Using the stitches that most closely resemble the original, work up the stitch pattern for the body of the sweater. Use these tips for adapting patterns to suit your needs and fancies. We have done the sheep pillows beginning on page 6 to show you how easy it is. What? So that was... It does. It gives you the... I didn't notice that. It tells you how to knit it and crochet it. Cool. And it comes out looking the same. I didn't even notice it. So this is a quilt pattern, and but that is it's called a Grandpa's Flower Garden. It's a pretty pretty quilt. It's very scrappy looking. I like that. It's all pattern. Patchwork goose sweatshirt. It's a cross stitch pattern. I like the argyle on this goose's wing. What? This is called Dust Buster Booties. It's knit, but look at the booties. Look at the bottom. That is so cool. I wonder if the entire bottom is like that or just around the edge. I think it's around the whole bottom. That is cool. That's a really good idea. Aw, Dad's Den. It's a crochet mallard duck. I love that. There's a bedside caddy. Lace making? What is lace making? I don't know, but this is the pattern. So it's like it's stuffed between the mattress and the box spring. That's a cute idea. That's a really cute idea. Here's a knit brioche stitch hat set. That looks very fluffy. This is... Oh, wait, what? Okay. See, I have a pattern, and then I have this huge... I don't know what that is. I think it's a sewing. a sewing pattern. So I was getting confused with what I was looking at. But this is a powder room tissue holder, and it's cross-stitched. See the toilet paper right there? And then you cross-stitch that. That's cute. Ah! Crochet darling doll. Look at this. Are her eyes crocheted? No, I think they're embroidered. Yeah, they're embroidered. Huh. That's pretty cool. Okay, so here is an autumn tissue box, which is the plastic canvas work. That is really cute. This kind of stuff is one thing that I wish I knew how to do. I wish I could, you know, make all of those cute tissue box covers, or I've seen calendars like that. I wish I knew how to do that, because that is adorable. I ought to. Okay, I'm gonna pause this again, and I'm gonna go get the tissue cover, the tissue box cover that I have, that I bought from a, where was that? Is that in Ohio? We were out of, or Wisconsin? We were at a an antique store, and on the other side of the antique store was this little store that sold things that shut-ins or residents at a nursing home, or not a nursing home, but like assisted living made. And I seen this tissue box cover, and I fell in love with it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I way overpaid for it, but I couldn't help it. I loved it. So I'm gonna pause this, go get it, and show you guys. All right, I'm back. So my Kleenexes are empty, but I got to keep it in the box or it gets a little flimsy. So this is what I bought. Here's the top. Here's one side. And here's one side. And then it repeats. I thought this was the cutest damn thing. I loved it. So I say they look like little policemen, but these two had long beards like this one, but you couldn't see any of it. So I laid it out. I didn't do the greatest job, but I laid out his little beard, and then I just kind of trimmed it so you could see all of his, you know, little outfit. But like this one, if you pull it up, I would love to know how to do stuff like this. Oh, excuse me. So the flowers are plastic canvas pieces that are stuck together, and the pots are too. I never noticed the pots were different. I just noticed these pots were different. I never paid attention to it. Shows you how much I pay attention to stuff. Anyway, I think that is adorable. I would love to know how to do this. I mean, obviously I could read the pattern I have right in front of me, but I still would get confused and not understand. So, oh wow. Ultra suede dress. It's crocheted, but the crochet part is the it's crocheted together. It's pieces of fabric that they put a crochet border on and then crocheted it together. Look at this. I love that. See, so it tells you the measurements of the fabric you need, and how many pieces of that size fabric you need. So like right here, let me hold this. Right here is the size of fabric, and they punched holes around it and crocheted around it, and then, you know, had however many pieces of that, and then crocheted it together and made us, I think that's all one, I think, yeah, it's a dress, right? Yeah, a dress. And they did it here. That is awesome. Who ever would have thought of something like that? Start to finish in less than 12 hours. Yeah, and look at the collar. Bring it in real slow, so you can get a real good idea. So like right here, this is just a shape. They crocheted around it and then stitched it together. That is very cool. I bet that's what this is. Come on. Yeah, I bet that's what this is. It is. So that's where you get your sizes. Ah, that is so neat. All right, where was I at? Come on. Oh, there's the dress. Okay, so this is, oh, that's cute. It's a little sewing basket in the shape of a chair. And you can see at the bottom, so you put your stuff in it. That's neat. Very creative. Oh, these are little crocheted thimbles. And then a scarecrow quilted pot holder. He's cute. I like scarecrows. It's one of my favorite things to decorate for Halloween. Decorate for Halloween with. This is a sewing project, but it's a fringe cape. That's really cool. Just checking out my time. Oh, I think that was it. Yeah, the rest of it is the embroidery, or I mean the cross stitch patterns. Well, that was cool. So there's an ad in here that I skipped past, and I just realized it is all crocheted. Look at this. Oh, dang it. It's an entire bathroom set that's crocheted. The rug, the toilet seat cover, the bowl cover, the thing in front of the bowl, I don't remember what it's called. The tissue covers. That is so crazy. Could you imagine having your bathroom like that? I'd love that. Oh, even the shower pull back, or the shower like tie back thing, that's crocheted too. That is so cool. All right, guys, what are we at? Oh, 55, almost 55 minutes. So this is another good one. So thank you guys for watching. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode, and I'm probably gonna change shirts and do another one while I'm on it. Just get them all out. Since the guy that does my hair did such a good job. And so subscribe if you haven't. Hit that thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you enjoyed this episode. And I'll see you in the next one. I think that's it. Bye, guys.